everyone, my name is Lorena Faz. I'm a teacher by profession, but I'm also a real estate agent here in the city of Houston, Texas. And today I want to talk to you about the ARV calculator. The ARV calculator, ARV stands for After Repair Value. Okay, I found this calculator in omnicalculator.com. And the reason why I want to show you how to use this calculator is because you're always going to have people calling you because they want to purchase your house. They want to purchase your house fast. I don't know if you've seen those signs in the street. I buy houses, I pay cash, and so many people that just want to offer you money for your property. Not just a residential property, but that includes commercial or maybe a piece of land. Everybody wants to offer you cash for your property. And so that you can understand a little bit of how the investor is coming out with the money that they're trying to offer you, you really need to understand this calculator. So let's say that your property is worth $180,000. The value of the renovations is going to be around $25,000. Okay, you don't have money to pay for the renovations, so this money is calculated by the investor. So the value is going to be around $205,000 after the renovation. So I'm going to enter that same amount in this area, and I'm going to explain how the investor is pretty much going to negotiate with you so you can understand where he's coming from. This right here is the best purchase price for your property. So the investor is going to offer you about $118,500 for your house. Yeah, I say, why? You know, my house is worth $180,000. But he's gonna say, look, I need to purchase your house at 70% off. That way I can make 30% off on return of my investment. And the reason for that is because this is how much the investor is expecting to make after he purchases your house and after the repairs and after it's sold. But this is not counting closing costs, and it's not counting that he has to pay an agent to list the house. And it's not counting if there's any major surprises in your house. Maybe there's mold. Maybe the roof has to be repaired. Maybe the foundation needs to be repaired as well. You know, those are really expensive items. And so the investor is pretty much need some room to play with to be able to flip a house. Okay, so people do need to understand why they're getting like really bold offers. Well, it's because, you know, the risk that the investor is taking while they purchase a house that, you know, you're not able to repair. But again, this is better than walking out with nothing, right? Definitely better. Now, can I have an investor that will offer to purchase my house at 80% off? And so that the investor can make 20% on return on investment, which is about $40,000. Can you find an investor that will offer you top dollar? Top dollar is 80%, 90%. Yes, you could when the market is super hot and when the location is really good. So in real estate, there's something called location. So if the location is really good, finding an investor that will pay top dollar, you may be able to find that person. Now, I don't think you're gonna find that person on the streets with those I buy houses, I pay cash type of signs, but I can, and that's why I'm making this video and I'm saying, okay, this is how you negotiate, you and an investor, and there's no agent, okay? Absolutely no agent in this transaction. As you can see, there's no nominee that the agent can make here. Now, do I suggest that you work without an agent? No. No, because the agent usually gets paid at the very end, and that's when the investor is listing the house. So usually the agent will have, an agreement with an investor and say, you know what, I'll find your house, but I would like to list your house, and so that I can get paid at the end. And so that's usually the agreement between the investor and the agent. So yes, you can do this transaction without an agent by yourself. Okay, absolutely you can. But you really want to find the top dollar investor, and it may be a little bit hard to find somebody that will pay, top dollar for your house, and without a professional. Okay, so it's probably going to be a lot of headache. You're already going through a lot of stressful situation where you need to sell fast, but probably finding that investor or the right investor on the street may not be a very good idea, because you're going through a lot of stress and you may not find them fast. But the agents that specialize in working with real estate investors, they are going to have a list of investors that are ready to go. They already have, the agent usually asks the investors a letter of approval, usually from a hard money lender, or statements that they have the money in the bank to be able to bid on your house. Okay, so the agent already pre-approve all these people and make sure that they're not scammers or somebody that is just trying to get information from you. The agent already pre-approved that investor, and she has a list of investors that are ready, to bid on your property. So you're gonna have an investor you may not have an investor that may offer you 90%. But if the location is really good, you could. That's why you don't want to do this alone. Okay, the other situation is where, let's say that you're working with an investor by yourself. This is a neighbor, the person, you guys don't want to work with an agent, that's fine. And that's okay. What I do suggest is that don't ever go through this type of transaction using, wiring money to someone. Okay, if it's you and the investor working together and you guys agree on the amount of the property, you have to close in a title company. And it shouldn't be a title company that your neighbors suggest or that person you're working with. It should be a title company that you suggest. Okay, that somebody that you and if you don't have a really good title company, send me a message. I do have really good connections with people that work in title companies. So do not go with the title company that the investor is suggesting, please, because there's a lot of scams. You can go to YouTube and you can go to real estate scams and see that there's a lot of people being scammed because some so-called investors are starting title companies so that you can wire money or they can wire money to you, and then depending on the situation, obviously, but there's maybe scammers that are just looking to get your information, maybe your social, maybe very important information that he may ask from you, and it may just be for the purpose of getting your information, and not that they're real people. So please, if you are working alone with an investor, just you and the investor, please use a title company that is of your choice, only your choice, nobody else's choices. Or work with an agent. If you don't know a really good title company, or if you don't know a really good real estate agent that understands investing, send me an email. I put the email address in the comments, and then I can definitely refer you to somebody that can help you. And I hope this video was informational and that it will help you and your family in the future. Pass this information to your kiddos so that they understand the numbers in real estate. I think it's very important. I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm always pushing for our students to understand the numbers of real life situations. Okay, these are not things that they teach us in school, and I think they should. So pass this information. Please like the video, please subscribe, please comment, and thank you so much for your support.